Lore Together is proud to be part of the Boss Rush Games Network. Feel free to find out more at bossrushgames.com/network. Hi, I'm Safi.
And I'm Mystic.
And this is Lore Together. This is a podcast where a husband and wife team go over all of the characters, storylines, backgrounds, settings of video games that we love so much because that's what we love to do together. We lore together.
Yes. And this is episode 30. Also, in the background, you will hear our little buddy. He is very young, very wee, and likes to play with his rattles.
Yes. So we're all three of us loring together right now, actually.
So episode 30, we're going to continue our story from episode 29, which was Paper Mario Part 1.
Yes.
This is Paper Mario Part 2.
Thank you, everybody who joined us on our live stream, which on our Lore Together YouTube. Also, if you want to figure out when that's happening, you can follow us on Twitter at Lore Together, on Instagram at Lore Together. You could always email us, loretogether@gmail.com, and Patreon is one of the ways you can support us, patreon.com/loretogether.
Where we'll eventually be having our Patreon exclusive mini episode on Keith David, right?
I'm going to do it, guys. I really am going to do it. I promise you. But not only do you hear one of the best distractions in the background, but my new job involves managing properties down in Texas, and we're not going to get into how their week went.
Yeah.
It's just not. So,
Well, let's get into Paper Mario again then.
though, do we want to say a quick shout out to our new patron?
Yes, I apologize. Welcome to James Moore, who has joined us on Patreon.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for your support.
We look forward to giving you goodies of the ear candy variety, I guess. So where do we last leave off again?
We last left off heading to Shy Guy's toy box. So we found this toy box in an abandoned house in Toad Town.
Okay.
And upon entering the toy box, the characters shrink.
Oh, interesting.
Upon exiting, they grow back to normal size. So within the toy box is its own little world.
Okay, so it's like kind of like an Alice in Wonderland kind of feature going on over there.
Yeah. The toy box is split into 4 areas, all linked by train stations. They are blue, pink, green, and red in the order visited. Blue is the entrance. And we get kind of roped into an item-based quest chain.
The classic RPG item-based quest chain.
We need to get various items from the toy box to the people of Toad Town to get items to progress through the toy box.
So there's a lot of hopping back and forth. Out the box, in the box. Out the box, in the
Yeah.
box. Okay.
At one point, a gourmet guy, a particularly portly shy guy,
That's what they call their portly shy guys?
he doesn't know why he's called gourmet guy. It's not his name, but everyone calls him gourmet guy.
Do
He
they
likes
just-
to eat.
Yeah, I was going to say they just assume that that's the best nickname for him.
He blocks the path at one point until we give him a cake.
Cake.
A,
Cake or death.
a cook in Toad Town named Tace T.
Ouch.
Tayce, and then she's a toad, so the last...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taste. Toad. Tasty.
We'll make us one when we find her frying pan, so we get her frying pan, which was stolen. She'll make a cake. We can give the cake to the gourmet guy. He will allow us to continue on. That type of thing is what we're going to be doing.
Okay, some hopping back and forth. Okay.
It's not always somebody blocking the path. Sometimes the train track is just broken.
So you have to fix it.
Yeah, and at one point we do actually get a train to travel. You don't have that at first.
Oh, okay.
Cammy also shows up to stop Mario with whatever Peach answered with when we covered last episode.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So, for example, to first get the train, you need the storeroom key. That will be guarded by a Goomba, a Clubby, or a Mushroom, depending on Peach's first answer.
Oh, so we could switch it up. Okay.
Eventually, Mario and company find and rescue a little Sparky named Watt at the Red Station.
Another pun. Oh, how cute.
Little Sparkies and Sparkies are seldom seen enemies in the Mario games, only appearing in a handful of levels and games where they travel in loops around platforms and electrocute Mario if he touches them.
Okay, so I know exactly what ones you're talking about, because in Super Mario World...
I thought I knew what they're talking about from Mario 64, but... Okay, no, you are right. I think they are in Super Mario World.
Yeah.
In Mario 64, there are these things that shock you, but I think they're called amps.
No, so these are like I think they're like the little black fuzzy looking balls that come up in a lot of those floating platforms that will descend if you stay on them too long kind of levels.
Are you not talking about fuzzies? I'm trying to remember. I can't... Their looks change all the time.
Oh, okay. So maybe they
Yeah.
look fuzzy, so...
Wada's a very young female little Sparky with a pacifier in her mouth.
Oh my gosh.
She can illuminate areas of the world and reveal hidden objects. Using our party members, we eventually find a band of Shy Guys and chase them through the Red Station to come face to face with General Guy and his Shy Guy army.
Ooh, interesting. General Guy. So just general. That sounds like an insult. Yeah, he's just a general guy. Yeah.
Did we cover General Eric Cliche last time?
Yes, we did. We absolutely did.
General Guy is the Shy Guy leader here and is responsible for the thefts plaguing Toad Town. Defeating him, he and his army flee, and Mario is able to free Muscular from his card prison.
Oh, I'm sure Muscular is kind of ashamed that he needed the help, but c'est la vie.
Up in Princess Peach's castle, this is again on top of Bowser's castle, floating in space, or at least above the clouds. She again leaves her room and encounters Gourmet Guy here as well.
Oh, wow.
Gourmet Guy tells Peach that he is technically obligated to let the guards know that he saw her wandering around, but he might look the other way if she went to the castle kitchen and baked him a cake.
Okay, that's a fair trade. I think that's a fair trade. It's better than some of the other answers somebody might give in that situation.
Peach complies, and with Twink's help, basically he reads the recipe, she bakes a strawberry cake, which makes Gourmet Guy ecstatic.
There's something about strawberries. It makes everybody excited.
Once he regains his composure, he informs Peach that the next Spirit Star is being held on Lava Lava Island, far to the south.
Yeah, I'm noticing just from when we did our live stream and now also while we're going over this stuff, there's a lot of same letter names. Dry, desert, Lava Island.
Yeah, but that's also part of the charm of the Mario universe is that it's simple but not too kiddie, you know?
It's genuine.
Yeah.
Without dumbing it down for people too much.
Yeah. It's accessible.
Very accessible.
Yeah. The princess ends up being spotted by Kami Koopa and escorted back to her room while Twink flies off to tell Mario. It's amazing how many times Peach is able to get out.
Yeah, well, the thing is...
And how completely incompetent all the guards are.
I just think Bowser is just a loser who's trying so hard to prove something, and that's just my interpretation of him these days, is that he's trying too hard to look that he can't walk the walk or talk the talk when it comes to actually being a leader. Especially with the way he sounded at the beginning of that cutscene for Paper Mario when we did a live stream. I was like, I know this kind of guy. That's just a loser who's trying to dress himself up.
Yeah, pretty much. At least as far as Paper Mario presents him. Because obviously
exactly.
Bowser does succeed once in a while in successfully kidnapping Peach until Mario shows up. Mario 64, Bowser controls the whole castle.
Right, exactly. Yeah. But Mario Universe is very flexible in the sense of they basically can construe the characters to what they need to be within reason.
Yeah, it's very much a squash and stretch reality.
Yes, yeah, very much.
Mario heads to the Toad Town Harbor where he meets Colorado, the archaeologist. We discussed him last time.
Professor Colorado.
And a whale.
What?
A whale. The whale offers to carry Mario and his friends over the ocean to Lava Lava Island, but only if Mario enters his belly to cure a bellyache he's been having.
What is he, Jonah? What is this?
Inside, Mario finds a Fuzzipede irritating the whale's belly.
Oh, so this is the Fuzzies that I might have mixed up the lots for
This
earlier.
is like a very particularly large fuzzy, but yeah. After fighting the Fuzzipede and getting out of the whale's belly, Mario and Mario's group ride the whale to Lava Lava Island, with Colorado joining them to find treasure.
So every time you say Lava Lava Island, I don't know if anybody remembers on Nickelodeon. I know you didn't have cable growing up.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I watched Nickelodeon.
You might have been way too old for when Gullah Gullah Island was a thing.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
So Gullah Gullah Island was essentially just a new live kids program that was meant for like really little kids. So it was like getting popular around the time that my brother would have been just growing out of that.
Okay.
But the song was so catchy that everybody remembered Gullah Gullah Island.
My memories of Nickelodeon are...
Yeah, that was a Nick Jr. show, if people remember the
Legends
lineup.
of the Hidden Temple.
Yes, love that show.
I think it was Nick Arcade.
I didn't pay attention to that.
Where they would play video games and stuff.
Right, I didn't pay attention to it that much.
Double Dare, obviously.
Double Dare was so fun. Yes.
With, who is it? Mark Summers?
Yes.
Yeah. Guts.
Guts was just. I'm not even.
It was American Gladiators for kids.
I wasn't even into sports, and I was like, I'll watch some Guts. Oh, and for me, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I never liked that as much. I remember Salute Your Shorts.
Salute Your Shorts.
And
yeah, that
Hey
was
Dude.
good. Hey Dude. The Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Adventures of Pete and Pete, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we're gonna watch. We'll let you see all of this.
We'll be
buddy, at
watching
some point.
We'll be watching Nickelodeon soon, though. I'm sure,
Oh.
because there's the new Star Trek show coming to
Yeah.
Nickelodeon,
Okay, we're gonna have to watch that.
which has Kate Mulgrew returning as Janeway.
Hopefully they'll actually write her decently. That's a debate for another day. I shouldn't have said anything.
So Colorado is joining us on our trip to Lava Lava Island. He is an NPC. He is not a party member. And when we get to the island, this is going to be Chapter 5, Hot Times on Lava Lava Island.
The repetition there.
On the island, Mario and Colorado find the entrance to Mount Lava Lava inaccessible due to a lava river.
Not a lava river, just
Yeah.
a lava river. Okay.
They head to the nearby Yoshi village to ask the locals for information, but the village is in a state of panic because their kids went missing in the Jade Jungle.
Uh-oh.
So Yoshi's popular character,
Yes.
a sapient species of omnivorous dinosaur that first appeared in Super Mario World.
Yes.
They later starred in Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, which ended up spawning their own franchise.
Yoshi's Island was pretty great. I really liked it.
Yeah, Yoshi has
Yoshi.
a huge franchise as well, is a really cute fan favorite character. Yoshi
Yes.
is both a race and a specific character named Yoshi, who is an ally of Mario and Luigi in many games.
Yeah, if I'm not able to play Kirby in Super Smash Brothers, I would play Yoshi. La-dum-bum.
Mario heads into the jungle to search for the missing children and finds their caretaker, Sushi, stuck in a tree.
Are they black and white? Are
No,
they wrapped in seaweed?
Sushi is an older, cheap female. She loves romance stories and ends up joining Mario's quest here, basically because Mario's on a quest to track down his love, and she loves the romance.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
But she is the caretaker for all the little Yoshis. A Cheep is a wide variety of fish are called Cheep, and they've been in pretty much every single Mario franchise game as far as I can tell.
So are those the ones that will jump out of the water if you're...
Yeah, they come in many different subspecies. Some will just jump out of the water, some are in the water, some are big, some are small, some have patterns, some don't. And they run the gamut from in many different subspecies and go from animal all the way up to sentient. So after being freed from the tree, Sushi joins Mario to look at all the missing Yoshis and bring them back to their parents. With the kids returned and the villagers pacified, Mario is able to talk to the village leader about reaching Mount Lava Lava. The Yoshi suggests reaching out to Raphael the Raven in Jade Jungle.
Raphael the Raven. I think I remember what Raven enemies look like, because that is also something that comes up in Yoshi's Island.
Raven in this case is a bird-like creature, but it does not fly.
Oh, okay.
So they do not fly. At least they do not fly in most games. I don't know if it's this game or another one, but they do fly in one game.
Oh, interesting.
And that's the only time they fly as far as I remember. Mario finds Raphael on top of a large tree in an area accessible only with the Jade Raven. Raphael offers his assistance for summoning his Raven followers to construct a set of ropeways to help Mario cross the lava river.
Okay.
So they get to Mount Lava Lava, and inside, Mario and Colorado explore the caverns, with the former doing most of the work and the latter suffering various injuries while trying to be useful.
Oh, ouch.
Deep inside the mountain, they meet Lava Piranha, the guardian of the Star Spirit. Mario defeats it and releases Miss Star.
So is Lava Piranha one of those bonefish that we sometimes see in the Mario levels?
Lava Piranha is a piranha plant, not a piranha.
Oh, okay.
So piranha plants are like Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes.
Feed me, Seymour.
A little shop of terror. Sorry, I won't get into that. It's one of my favorite movies.
It's a little misnamed in that regard. So we free Miss Star, but at that moment the volcano starts to erupt. As they flee, Colorado notices a treasure chest, which he presumes contains the treasure he's been looking for.
Uh-oh.
Before the lava reaches them, however, Miss Star grabs him and Mario's group and escapes the volcano through the caldera. The treasure chest gets blown out of the mountain and into the Jade Jungle.
So now we want to go into the Jade Jungle to find it, I'm assuming?
Oh, we'll get to that.
Okay.
In the meantime, Peach encounters Bowser's minions setting up a quiz show during more time outside her room.
He has a wand that will let him do whatever he wants, and he's
Got the worst guards.
worst guards. Not only the worst guards, but he's wasting time on a quiz show.
Oh no, Bowser's minions are doing this on their own.
Oh, so this is what they do on their free time? They just have like a trivia night?
It just gets really dumb. Since they are one player short, they ask Peach to participate.
This is so dumb. Like, this guy doesn't know. Oh, man.
During the show, several of the questions reveal that there is a star spirit held captive in a place called Flower Fields.
Oh, okay.
Now, you want really dumb?
Yeah.
For her participation in the game, she is handed a sneaky parasol, an item that can copy the appearance of whoever the holder is facing.
Who? What? This is so... Bowser, are you doing background checks and, like, intelligence tests on any of your staff? What is this?
Before she can make any use of it, though, Bowser enters the room, spots the princess, and has her escorted back to her room.
And let me guess, not in handcuffs.
Nope.
Not
and
in
Twink
a room
manages
with
to
a
escape.
lock. Yeah, like, I mean, she's doing less work than Rapunzel. She doesn't even let down her hair to like do anything.
In Toad Town, Twink informs Mario that the 6 star spirits hidden in Flower Fields. To get there, Mario must find the 4 magical seeds from the bulbs across the world. Bulbs are like sentient plants.
I think I remember those before. Yeah.
The seeds are in Toad Town, Mount Rugged, Forever Forest, and the Jade Jungle.
Oh.
Colorado has one, which he trades for Mount Lava Lava's treasure in the chest, the volcano vase.
Okay.
Planting the magical seeds in Toad Town creates a doorway to Flower Fields.
Wait, that reminds me of, so there's this suburb near us that your mother in particular loves the name of. Is it literally Flower Field?
I think it's Flower Field.
It literally is Flower Field.
Yeah.
So there's a little suburb in Illinois, and it's just this.
I don't know if it's even a suburb. I think it's just a neighborhood of a town. But
Yeah. But it's like, welcome to Flower Field. And your mother in particular just likes the idea that there is a place that it's called Flower Field.
Chapter 6, Dark Days in Flower Fields.
Oh no. Is it raining?
When Mario enters Flower Fields, he sees it shrouded in clouds. The
Is
old tree who oversees the fields, the wise Wisterwood, who is wise, he knows all about the quest Mario's on.
Wisterwood. So like wisteria?
Not quite.
Okay.
He looks like an old oak tree. In fact, he reminded me of the tree from Ocarina of Time.
Oh, okay.
Can't remember the name of that. I think it's just the Great Deku Tree.
Okay.
But he's also, in his base, is the door that we come out of when we walk through the doorway in Toad Town.
Interesting.
So,
Okay.
like, Mario walks out and hears a voice and notices that it's the tree talking to him.
Oh. That's kind of awkward.
But the wise Wisterwood tells Mario that the clouds are because of Huff and Puff. Huff and Puff is a rough puff, a race of sapient cloud creatures.
Wait, Huff and Puff is a rough puff.
Yeah.
To which I was going to say a pastry, a rough puff pastry, but no. It's a type of cloud in this game.
Huff and Puff is using his Puff Puff machine to cover the area in clouds. Because of this, the sun cannot rise into the sky. Like, literally, the sun is like an entity. Mario thus needs to destroy the Puff Puff machine to make the sun rise into the sky and help the local flowers to acquire a magical bean, miracle water, and fertile soil. These will create a beanstalk up to Cloudy Climb, where Huff and Puff is hiding with the Star Spirit.
And I'm sure you're not going to go into too much detail of it, but beanstalks in particular, especially with vines on those piranha plants, they're a staple of the Mario series. Climbing up one of those.
Yeah, it's not quite the same type of thing, because it is a beanstalk. It's not a vine like that one, but yeah. It is a staple.
Climbing plants in particular is a staple in the series.
On the way, we meet Michael.
This is the most normal name that we've heard this whole time.
Or is it Spike?
What?
A Lakitu who is working for Huff and Puff. He fights Mario, but before Mario can end the fight, a female Lakitu named Lackey Lulu shows up. She begs Mario not to finish Lackey Lester. Lackey Lester is annoyed, telling her to call him Spike as that's his new name.
Oh no, he's one of those guys.
He asks why Mario's on his quest and decides that he's cool and joins up with the party. Lackey Lester is very obsessed with what is cool.
Is that why he's took his name from Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Lakitus, a subtype of Koopas who fly around on clouds. Frequently, they're enemies in the Koopa Troop and drop items like spiked beetles on the ground. I think they're called Spinies.
Yes. And they're annoying.
But they are also referees in sports games, camera operators like in Mario 64, and like all other enemies, they do have their friendly ones as well. Lackey Lester is the last party member we'll be picking up.
Oh, okay. So we're near the end.
Yeah, it is worth noting that every single party member is from a race that is generally an enemy in the platformers.
Right. So everybody can be friends. It's about the content of character when it comes to the Paper Mario series.
Well, also, like, if you want to talk, there are friendly Koopas, there are friendly Goombas in the games, in the platformers now. Back
Right.
in the day,
when we were
not
kids.
so much.
Yeah. Because I don't, in Super Mario World, there was no nuance. It was like anything that had a shell, you probably wanted to either avoid or stop. Yeah.
Like, I didn't even know that. So in Super Mario World, there's an enemy called a Chargin' Chuck that looks like a football player. That's a Koopa.
Oh, that's a kind of Koopa?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I remember those were hilarious.
With Lackey Lester's help, we destroy the cloud machine, letting the sun rise. Then we get up to Cloudy Climb and finish off Huff and Puff freeing Clevar.
Yay. So is that the last one or the second
No.
one? Okay.
We still have one more.
Okay.
Back at the castle, Peach uses her sneaky parasol to turn herself into one of the guards, allowing her to move around the castle without fear of getting caught. Finally, there's a reason that no one sees her.
Right. Wait, can I just say that because of their incompetence, they let her win trivia night?
And gave her an ability to move
That's
around.
kind of like if Voldemort had captured Harry Potter, but then the other people that were in league with Voldemort invited him to play poker, and because he won, he got his invisibility cloak back. It's insane levels of why would you do this? It makes no logical sense.
Peach learns that Kami Koopa has finished preparations for something to defeat Mario. Before she can find out what it is, however, Kami notices a peculiar smell coming from one of her guards.
Somebody didn't shower?
The guard smells too nice.
He smells too nice.
Literally, yeah, you smell too nice. And then, so Kami Koopa like fires like a bolt or whatever and turns her back to normal with the spell.
Yeah, so it's basically a dispel magic.
Yeah.
Basically because Peach still is grooming regularly while she's imprisoned.
Well, not even. I think this is all within a. Well, maybe I don't know how many days it is.
It has to be days because
there's
Mario
a lot of
was
travel
out,
going on.
Yeah, there was not only travel.
He was out for 3 days. You're right.
Yeah, right. But
I mean, I did mention that in the sequel to this, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, there is a scene where Peach is showering.
Right.
Like,
so
it's behind a screen, obviously, but
I like that there's it's like a prisoner of war terms that like Princess Peach, no matter how you imprison her, she needs her Bath and Body Works. She has to have it with her at all times.
So now that Peach is back to normal, she is taken back to her room yet again. Back in Toad Town, Mario finds a ninja waiting on him at Merlon's house. The ninja informs Mario that Merle of Starburn Valley has something important to tell Mario, and he must go there.
So wait, ninja.
We'll get there.
Okay.
Mario finds a warp pipe to the Shiver City in the Toad Town tunnels. A ninja. Ninja is a black and star-shaped devil-like creature
That's what I thought it was. I remember those guys.
that first appeared as enemies in Yumi Kojo Doki Doki Panic, which is not a Mario title until it got to the US.
Now, is this the one that is actually why Super Mario 3, is it? Or 2?
So-
It's so weird.
So Super Mario Bros. 1 comes out, takes the world by storm, right? It is a blockbuster.
Oh.
They start working on Super Mario Bros. 2 in Japan and release it for the Famicom Disk System, a system that never came out outside of Japan. But Super Mario Bros. 2 is the best-selling Famicom Disk System game. They send that to America, and America's tester says, this is really, really difficult. And it is actually more difficult. There's wind, there's...
Wow.
Yeah, wind can affect you, and there's very technical jumps and a lot of details that just make it much more difficult than Super Mario Bros. 1 was, to the point that they feared that Western audiences couldn't actually beat it.
This feels like the Call of Duty approach to Super Mario. Is like, we're just going to make it as realistic and gritty as possible.
And so what they ended up doing is they had this game that was made, I think it was for Fuji TV, like a cross promotion, called Yume Kojo Doki Doki Panic. they took that game, swapped the main player characters, and did some other like minor things to the UI,
Right.
and put Mario characters in it without changing the enemies or the gameplay.
So you still are pulling up turnips to throw at these
Right.
enemies. I mean, this is the same. This is where we get Birdo.
This is where you get Birdo, this is where you get Bob-ombs, this is where we get
Yeah.
Shy Guys. They all first appeared here.
Right.
And Ninjas were in that game as well.
And it's kind of a cute little bounce. I have to say, when I find them in the game, I'm as much as I'm trying to avoid them, I'm also kind of endeared.
Yeah, so that's the story of Super Mario Brothers 2 in brief. If you want more detail on the specifics of business, there's a great episode of The Gaming Historian that goes through that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which I had to look up because I was like, how do I pronounce this? I'm pretty sure it's Yume Kojo, but I want to double check.
link it in the description for those who want to pursue that.
So we are heading to Shiver City. This is Chapter 7, A Star Spirit on Ice.
I knew as soon as you said Shiver City, I was like, this is absolutely the ice level.
In Shiver City, Mario finds that he cannot go to Starborn Valley unless the mayor gives him permission. Starborn Valley, it should be noted, much like the name suggests, is where stars, like Twink, are born.
So it's a nebula. Okay.
So Mario goes to find the mayor to get permission. However, he finds the mayor lying on the floor, and then the mayor's wife walks in, and Mario is suspect for his murder.
Wait, what? He just barged in? Did he knock first, or what? What? Okay, I'm gonna need to play this and figure out what the heck happened here. What is this?
A local patrol overhears her shouts and investigates, and Mario has to find the guilty party to clear his own name, with only a scrap of paper to work with the name Herringway on it. Herringway is a local author.
Okay. It does sound like it's trying to get some mystery story type vibes going on.
In fact, when you're doing this whole side part of this quest, the music in the town is different. It's the only time that it's different.
Is it jazzy?
I don't remember.
Undertones? Saxophone?
So Mario is suspect and has to clear his name. So Mario brings Herringway to the constable, and while Herringway is being arrested, the mayor springs to life. In truth, he was knocked out by the falling box containing a gift for the novelist, which is why his name was on the thing. With the mystery solved, the mayor allows Mario to go to Starborn Valley.
Wow.
That was fun, Pat.
Wait, did nobody think to check his pulse?
Look, both the wife and the constable look at him, and they're like, "Nah, he's dead."
Wow. Just wow.
I mean, to be fair, it's this weird juxtaposition of this is a kid's game that is simplified, and yet they have a murder plot.
But the murder plot is really just nobody bothered to actually check a pulse.
And everyone's penguins, by the way.
Everyone, wait. Why didn't you add everyone as penguins?
Sorry.
So this is the most adorable, incompetent murder investigation ever. This is ridiculous. P.S. My sister-in-law loves penguins, so we'll have to send her some screenshots of this just so she can ooh and ah at it.
Once Mario reaches the Starborn Valley, dealing with some of the resistance along the way, he meets Merle, who tells Mario, again in a very long, drawn-out conversation, to go to the Crystal Palace where the 7th star is being held. He gives Mario a scarf, telling him to use it on something special, and then telling Mario to go and ask Mayor Penguin for the other special item, a bucket.
A bucket and a scarf are the special items? This feels wrong.
Mario eventually runs across a line of snowmen on a path between Shiver City and Starburn Valley, one missing a scarf and the other missing a hat. Mario gives the items to their respective owners. The snowmen thank him and open the way to the Crystal Palace.
Okay.
Along the way to the palace, they meet the spirit of Madame Murlar, who gives Mario the Star Stone to reach the palace. Patting, patting, patting. Once they reach the Crystal King at the palace's back, Mario defeats him for the final star spirit, Kalmar.
Wait. Did we already cover the bucket, and did we give it back to the seal that we stole the bucket from?
That wasn't a seal, that was a walrus.
So, they're stealing my bucket!
God, that is ancient internet history at this point. I do want to mention one of the most pain-in-the-butt enemies.
Oh, okay.
With Duplighost.
Wait, Buddy's mad for you.
Who takes on the appearance of allies and party members, and you have to guess who the imposter is and everything.
No!
And they make
no, why?
a lot of appearances in this chapter. They are Cooper, they are Bombette. At one point in this game, not in this chapter, but later on, one is Peach. There's a Luigi one. It's annoying. It's not hard to guess which one. Like the speech patterns are different, or they will say something wrong that,
Right.
I think at one point one of them calls Mario moron instead of Mario.
Nope. That's definitely the wrong one.
Right. But they are just way too much in this area.
Oh, so it just sounds like
And in fact, I don't think they ever actually appear except there's one in the next game.
Oh,
So just
okay.
one, not 30 of them. In Peach's castle, Kamei Cooper informs Bowser that Mario now has all 7 star spirits. Bowser orders the Koopa troop to their battle stations and has the princess tied up to keep her out of mischief.
I'm sorry. It took this long to figure out you need to tie her up? This long that you need to, like, restrain her because she's actually too crafty for the guards who will invite her to trivia night? I'm still not over this one.
Twink tries attacking Bowser, but Bowser just swats him out the window. Meanwhile, Mario and the team reach Star Haven with the help of the 7 star spirits.
Okay.
They acquire the Star Beam, which is a special move that'll override Bowser's invulnerability, and then use the spirits to travel to Bowser's castle. Chapter 8, a star-powered showdown.
Bum, bum, bum. Now, of course, when you say star-powered showdown, I think of, like, the Super Bowl halftime battle of the bands. Something like that.
After going through Bowser's castle, falling for traps, solving puzzles, and getting attacked by a Junior Trooper one last time,
Okay.
Mario and his team find Princess Peach and Bowser. The Star Beam lets Mario negate Bowser's invincibility and beat him up, but Bowser takes this loss as a warm-up and flees with Peach to the castle roof, followed by Mario.
Uh-oh.
Kamei Cooper activates her creation, the Power Platform, to pump Bowser up both in power and size.
Oh, my.
When he powers up with the Star Rod, Mario finds that the Star Beam is now ineffective.
No.
Meanwhile, Twink frees the princess and the two battle Kamei. As Peach uses focus, Twink slowly becomes stronger to the point that he becomes immune to Kamei's attacks.
Because he's a superstar. What?
Basically, Peach is wishing that's the focus. So.
Oh, okay. So she's making wishes on a star. It's almost like having a genie's power.
Kamei remembers before her defeat that the stars get their power from the wishes of ordinary people. Twink urges the princess to make a wish for everyone in the Mushroom Kingdom while he goes to help Mario and the Star Spirits. Peach's wish fills the Star Spirits with more power, allowing them to upgrade the Star Beam to the Peach Beam.
Wait, because she made the wish, it's her. Does it smell nice?
Which cuts through Bowser's enhanced powers. After the final battle...
Wait. I don't mean to interrupt you, but it only takes the free will of a woman to cut through a true loser. I'm sorry. It just seems appropriate.
After the final battle that leaves Bowser defeated, Mario recovers and returns the Star Rod to the Star Spirits. The Power Platform in Bowser's castle begin to self-destruct, but the Star Spirits protect Peach's castle from the explosion and restore it to its spot where it began.
So, yeah, without, hopefully, a castle underneath it ready to shoot out into the sky so rudely in the middle of a party.
Later, Mario and his partners receive invitations from Princess Peach for another party. Hopefully not on the same day.
Hopefully not, yeah.
You were annoyed by that. They had no RSVP time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I love hosting parties, and one of the things you got to do is give people a chance to want to go.
Yeah.
So.
After a speech by Peach where she thanks everyone for restoring the peace back to the Mushroom Kingdom, the staff credits begin to roll as the scene switches to a parade in which the characters in the game participate.
Yay!
At the end, Mario and Peach walk to Mario's house, which is
Okay.
surprising. As opposed to being in her castle, because...
Yeah, that's a new
And
one.
they watch a fireworks display, which continues on until the player turns off the game.
Aw, so that's sweet. So they got to talk? That was all this game for just one sweet conversation? It's because Mario's a gentleman. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
So that's Paper Mario,
Yeah.
and our first glimpse at the Mario universe.
Yeah, which is a pretty deep lore hole you could dive into.
Yeah.
But it's because there's so many games. It's not a series that lends itself to a lot of lore because if I remember correctly, Shigeru Miyamoto, he likes making nice complex games, but he doesn't like always having an excuse for things to exist in the order they're released or to be a certain way in the universe, things like that.
He is a lizard brain fun type of designer. He
Right.
wants to find this thing that is the most fun
Yeah.
and the most accessible or the most interesting and work on that. He does not.
It's worked for Nintendo for decades. So obviously he knows how to do something, but it just means for our kind of research. It's less about, there's not a lot of games like Paper Mario where there is lore to get into.
So after Mario 64, you have Super Mario Sunshine, which actually does build a little bit on the world by adding a whole new area.
Right.
In Isle Delfino. Then you have Super Mario Galaxy, which starts going into this protector of the universe and Rosalina, and then you keep branching out into all these different things. The Mario games are disparate, but there is like this undercurrent of there's a lot to them.
Yeah.
They're just not connected.
Right. You have to think of them. The thing that keeps the Mario universe the same is the idea of what makes something Mario, not the storyline thorough thread of there. So if you play the games out of order, it doesn't really matter as much. It's kind of like if you watch The Outer Limits, you know that you don't need to watch all the episodes in order at all.
Right.
You just need to know that it's about having a weird thought experiment story, and at the end there's probably going to be some sort of twist.
Right.
In Super Mario, you're going to have an Italian plumber stereotype jumping around on shells and making friends and fighting lizard people. That's pretty much what you're going to get. And that's why the Super Mario Brothers movie...
An Italian stereotype running around jumping on shells and dealing with lizard people is the Super Mario Brothers movie, which is why they've never done a Mario Brothers movie after that.
But they totally... I think the thing is that... Yeah, we didn't like that movie either, buddy.
I never saw it, actually.
Oh, you didn't see it? I watched that as a kid, and can I tell you, it's just...
Terrible.
It's terrible. He doesn't jump on shells. They missed the most crucial part, everybody.
To be fair, this is one of the first video game movies, and they had no idea what they were doing.
They had no idea what they should have gone for a franchise that you could actually make
Zelda.
gritty. You could probably do a Zelda movie. Because I like the idea, I forget which, the GameCube game that came out, where it's the idea that at a certain age, every kid gets the green tunic and goes on an adventure.
That's Wind Waker.
Wind Waker. Like, that's kind of the whole story of Zelda, is that it's one of the many children who's been encouraged to go on these adventures.
Someday we'll cover the Legend of Zelda timeline, and that's going to be a pain.
Oh, I'm ready to have my brain melt. But in the meantime, I'm really glad we covered Paper Mario, because I actually really enjoyed that game, and I might even finish it on its own because I like it.
Well, anyway, that's going to be our episode today.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for listening.
Thanks.
And we will catch you next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.